What's up everyone and welcome to another YuGiOh Duel video. So as you know and what you can see from the icon up above, the KC Cup is finally here. So far this entire KC Cup is pretty much the same as the previous one, and what I mean same as the previous one, on a daily basis by dueling up to 4 times you'll stand a chance to obtain 50 gems and also 100 EX jewels, which you can exchange in the card traded EX on the first page. So clicking into the card traded EX, you can see right there Kaiba Corporation Cup, and you'll see the 4 packs. So the EX jewels can be exchanged for the 4 packs right there, and sadly, as I predicted, the contents of each of these packs remain the same throughout the entire year. If you do not believe me, check it out for yourself. And yeah, aside from having multiple copies of the old cards we have already, there are also the alternate art cards which are currently available here as well. So there isn't actually anything new in terms of reward or incentive on that part, and let's just say it's kind of disappointing to be honest. But aside from that, in the KC Cup itself, the recommended rewards, as you can see, are gems, and more gems. So by participating in this event, you'll also obtain your KC Cup sleeves and game mats for 2022. If you already obtained this, then it'll be replaced by another different rewards, which if I remember correctly is essentially the gold coins. So anyways, since the KC Cup is basically gonna be the first time round that we will have linked monsters in this event. So in preparation of that, I honestly think that everyone should get their decks ready, especially the fact that even though Link Era is already in Duel Links, you cannot just count on the fact that everyone will be using Link decks overall. I mean, Triple D is still great, Infernoids as well, which I honestly did not know it was such a great archetype. So essentially I tried to build one, as I mentioned in my previous video on building decks. I want to try out different archetypes in the entire box. So far I've managed to try out for myself this simple, pretty cheap, I guess you can call it that, Infernoid deck build. So I use one copy of Necrophilia to essentially recycle my banished cards back into my deck, as even if it's just 3 copies I'm just fine. And also one Infernoid Deviati, one Etondel, one Saitama's, 2 copies of Harmadic, 1 Piety, 2 Antras, and also 2 Permaze. So essentially, if you'll be asking me why am I running these lower level monsters, so Permaze allows me to bounce a set card from the field back to my opponent's hand, whereas for Antra it allows to bounce a face up card back to my opponent's hand instead. But the other fact, for Piety, I get to get my opponent discard a card upon inflicting battle damage against their monster. And also for Harmadic, you get to pop a monster, but it is not available to attack during this turn as well. For Saitama's on the other hand, you get to banish something at the end of the battle phase after this card has battled. For Etondel, you get to do multiple attacks. And for Deviati, upon summoning, destroy all spell and traps on the field. That includes the field spell as well. Not to mention, anytime your opponent activates activates a monster effect, you get to tribute a monster to negate the activation, and if you do, banish it. So it's a pretty decent effect overall. I do hope I can get another copy, because even though the cost is slightly higher, so Deviati is the only one that requires banishing 3 monsters. Tondel, Saitama's, and also Piety requires 2, whereas for Harmadic, Antra, and also Parmas only requires 1. So it's a pretty decent overall stat line. Not to mention I'm running 1 field spell Supreme King's Castle, and also the Void expansion field spell meant for the Infernoid cards. 1 into the Void, because why not? At the end of the turn, you'll be discarding the cards, and since Infernoids will be banishing monsters from the hand or the graveyard anyways, so that's a pretty decent draw engine for overall. Next up, I'm using 1 copy of Void Seer, because this card is a quick play spell and it protects your Infernoids from getting affected by monster effects, and not mentioned with the graveyard effect allowing it to be banished instead of having your monster getting destroyed. This is one form of protection I hope I could at least obtain up to 3 copies of. I'm playing one copy of Scrap Iron Scarecrow, cause why not? Another one is Void Trap, also special summon monster with 2000 more attack points, negate the effects, and destroy it. Yeah, it's essentially a good floodgate for special summon monsters, pendulums, links, synchros, exceeds, fusion. As long as it's more than 2000 points of attack points, it's gone. Aside from that, also I'm playing one copy of Void Feast because it's the only copy I have. Essentially, I can discard a Void card, a Void spell or trap. So let's see, I have Into the Void, I have Void Expansion, I have Void Spear, and also I have a few other Void cards, spell and traps over there. Like I have the Void, which allows me to special summon Infernoid from my hand onto the field, negating the effects and summoning conditions. So this allows me to bring out a combination of level 8 Infernoid monsters from the deck onto the field. So that means I can bring out any of my Infernoid monsters as long as they add up to level 8. But in that case, I can also bring out Infernoid Tondel just like that if I want to as well. But it all depends on what kind of deck you're gonna run, whether it's gonna be full on attack, or it's gonna be full on negate and effects triggerings all the way. So for the extra deck, as you know, I'm using Supreme King's Castle. So as you can see, in my entire extra deck is built on the evil hero monsters to give my Infernoids a boost in attack points, since the effects are pretty much all mained in my deck already, with only one copy of Doolittle Chimera just in case I have some extra space on the field and I just want to go into a Link summon and give my Infernoids an extra boost of attack points just like that. With the skill I set is Draw Sand Fire. It's a pretty basic deck overall, so it's still a work in progress, and I'm hoping that at least I can get into at least some pretty decent moves along the way as well. As I noted, it's a work in progress. But aside from that, let's get into a match to see how we do for this entire time. Okay. Alright, so I guess we're going up against Cyber Dragons. Ooh, I hope I'm wrong. I hope I get some.
There's no way I'll
Okay.
Duel. Here I go.
Okay, we got into Eye of the Void. That's pretty decent. We're setting, and we're gonna end our turn.
Fuel my victory.
Ending my turn.
My turn. I draw.
Alright, so this is an empty field. I do not know.
I set a card.
See, let's set a card. Okay.
Go, Cyber Dragon! Cyber Dragon Core's
Okay,
effect
they're gonna add a
activates.
Cyber Dragon spell or trap from deck to hand.
Monster's effect
And
activates.
here's effect change number 2. Okay, that's fine.
Watch this.
Alright.
I special summon a monster.
We have Into the Void and we're on Scrap Iron Scarecrow, so yeah, we're fine for now. So unless he wants to go into Cyber Dragon Nova or even Fusion. They're about to end their turn. Okay, let's do it. Let's bring out our Deviati onto the field just like that. We can't activate its effects since its effects are all negated for this turn.
Here I go. It's my. I draw.
Okay, Void Expansion. Let's activate Void Expansion real quick.
I activate a field spell.
I'm cutting you off.
Oh,
Reveal
I
my
don't think
face
so.
down card.
For my face down
I'm gonna
card,
protect my Deviati and I ain't
activate
gonna
a quick
care.
play spell.
Okay, sweet. Alright,
Time to battle.
let's
Go.
battle.
Break 'em down.
2900. And we'll just end our turn because we can't do anything else aside
My
from that.
turn. I draw.
Let's see. Let
Go,
us.
Cyber Dragon Core! Cyber Dragon Core's
Okay.
effect activates.
Let's see. Once per turn, you can You can tribute a monster negate activation if you do banish it. Nah, I can't do that actually. Cyberload fusion, okay. What do you have in mind? Since you didn't special summon a Veer onto the field, I'm guessing you don't have an actual Veer in hand. Okay. Whew.
From my hand, I activate a quick play spell.
Okay. What you gonna bring out? Because those cards in the banished pile, they essentially don't count as Cyber Dragons. So the only ones you can essentially bring out, Camera Attack Rampage Dragon, okay, defense position, you're gonna pop Void Expansion and also Scrap Iron Scarecrow, aren't you? Okay, I'm just gonna allow that. Okay, you're gonna mill. Sorry, but no. Cyber Dragon Master. Okay. I guess. Alright, we're both pretty much screwed up over here. Okay. Essentially, we can't do anything this turn at all.
This duel's practically over.
Yeah, I'm gonna just end it right there. What do you have? Okay. Okay.
Go Cyber Dragon Core.
Do you have anything in the graveyard? Nothing. Okay.
I draw.
I'm gonna just set this real quick. And let's see how it goes. Oh wow, this is a real crappy match. I mean, I know my deck is a work in progress and pretty crappy Infernoids.
Go Cyber Dragon Core.
Okay.
Cyber Dragon Core's effect activates.
Okay. Okay.
I set a card. Let's battle.
I mean, sure, go ahead. I mean, I'm not. It's not like I can do anything after all.
I end my turn.
I draw.
Okay. This looks promising. Let's bring out Harmadic.
I'll use this card. I special summon
Is that a floodgate? It's not a floodgate.
To battle.
Okay. Then I'm guessing GG.
Attack!
Nice move.
Trap hole spikes. Void Seer, thank you so much. This is why Void Seer is good, and that's why you must at least have a copy, 2 copies in your main deck overall.
I don't need your pity.
I won! Just like the whole world.
Oh wow. Did I actually win? Fucking hell. I can't believe that just happened. Yo. That was crazy. Damn, I honestly did not think that I would win that match. Because as a Cyber Dragon player, I pretty much know how the deck is supposed to run, as well as the few combos he could have done. So when he got into Cyber Fusion support, I was like, okay, does he have a skill at least? But overall, yeah, that's it. Wow, we won our KC Cup match with an Infernoid deck. And it's not a complete deck at all, it's just a simple It's just a simple Infernoid decks based on arts and commons, and just one SR Infernoid Deviati, and that's about it. I didn't even manage to get into Supreme King's Castle, or even any into the voice during that turn as well. So that was essentially, wow, that was a real, I honestly did not think that would happen. But anyways, yeah, I will try to work on this deck, and I hope I can improve it on it soon. So anyways guys, thank you so much for watching that long-winded match on Infernoids vs Cyber Dragon. So I hope you guys, I'm not sure whether I could say you enjoyed it or not, but yeah, it's a real upset victory. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you soon. So goodbye and good night.